team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sun Devils have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona State's offense will get first crack at it today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Sun Devils will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Texas's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well. And
breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Willis. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready, because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back to pass, it's Howard. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, the only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of...
Intercepted, and the defense is set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? Probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
With the catch, it's Willis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dozier. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run play action. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to pass, it's Howard. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the 1st down and more. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick until you've...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Howard. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Willis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Willis. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my right.
Turning it on. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. On the move. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's think a second about Arizona State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Off play action. Under fire. Complete in the middle. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback
brings it down on the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Howard. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sharp. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more points. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Catch in the middle. It's Willis. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, the ground game.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Howard. He lobs one high down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Texas offense. He'll start this drive firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Dozier. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Howard. He hurls one deep down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
That's caught. It's Willis. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Willis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats.
Touchdown, Texas! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Howard. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the
the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll try the run. Nice move there. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Sun Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like that.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Wants to throw on first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And you got man-to-man coverage, and you're running that curl route, that ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route, he's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bobo. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking...
Touchdown, Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like... national championship contender.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Here's the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team has shown early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Trying play action. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Bringing the heat. Grab near the marker. It's Upshaw. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Howard. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it.
season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns offense will take the first swing of the game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. This one's complete. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll run the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Here we go. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, he got loose. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and laying
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that time with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. And we'll start the second quarter as they try to hang up a three spot. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over Buffalo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage. And he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. He's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
The beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
Fires left. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Oh, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll give it on the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Bobo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Dozier. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
2nd down, he'll throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Rex Steiner. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Horned Frogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Texas offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Willis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. Dozier. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way through.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. BYU has the lead right now, but this LaVell Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys out on the field, and they've got all their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Willis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Upshaw. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Dozier. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If these These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's got the back in the middle. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Swapping ends in the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quickly to the flat and the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 1st and 10 for the offense. To the ground. He's got it again.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Longhorns are marching down the field. Quickly complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner runs. State as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here.